Shout out Israelite Talk TV. Shout out Ringo TV Reactions. You know, it's your boy Q-Tay. We back with another one, man. You know, this time we finna be talking about Sydney Leday. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much the fake news report. They made a fake news report because how you in the hospital and your medical bill is $150,000, but by then you out of the hospital. So it ain't adding up, man. The whole interview, she ain't say nothing about TakeOff. No justice for TakeOff. Her mother didn't even say anything about TakeOff. But yeah, if they find who did it, that's great. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment, man. That's tuned in. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video too. We gotta wake our people up, bro. They keep deceiving us. The more that we just sit back and let it happen, it's just gonna keep happening. RIP TakeOff. Long live TakeOff, man. And my condolences goes out to the family.
We can't keep letting these people get away with murder like this, man. We got to expose them at every turn. This woman waited. That happened in October, November, December. You was good for Thanksgiving. You was good for Christmas. You was good for the New Year's. Now all of a sudden, you need money. You know what I'm saying? You weren't thinking about coming forward. You weren't thinking about none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Saw it here first, you heard it here first. It's a scam. You know what I'm saying? If you can't see through deception, that's something you should work on. We can't trust the media. You know what I mean? You heard it here first, man.
Then they took the time to try to scrub and clean up the image because, as you can see here, we go to IG, no post, ain't following nobody because they don't want to leave no trail.
I need y'all to peep game, bro. For real. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. Justice4TAKEOFF. This woman got RP TakeOff on her profile, but not once mentioned him in an interview with the news. You know what I'm saying? What do that say, bro? That speak volumes. That just say that she working with the family. The family either told her to not say nothing, or she trying to deceive the masses so she can get some money.
No trails back to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace, TakeOff. You know what I'm saying? Where are all the pictures and all this stuff that was at? This is why they kept the woman hid so that we couldn't find out who she was, man. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden they want money and now they going crazy, man. It says, Amber, you absolutely right. That's why she went there. She could have went anywhere and got that interview or did anything. They went right down there where they know it was safe at. We're going to run it here. We're going to collect, and it's just going to be what it's going to be. The thing that I believe with Senior is this, right? What you guys got to understand, right? I know it looks like they're getting away with murder, okay? But you must understand that Senior had to spend some money on this case. This wasn't no just something you could sweep under the rug. People had to get paid. It's just too much. You had 40 witnesses there. Nobody spoke and said nothing.
40 witnesses. And nobody said nothing. How could they care about TakeOff? His uncle didn't even speak out publicly. You know what I'm saying? But he had football games. And allegedly still part of mob ties. Y'all let me know what y'all think. A lot of them people had to be paid off. It was 40 witnesses there at the party. You know what I'm saying? The family, the Prince family, they likely knew who they invited to the party. You know what I'm saying? And who was gone. Y'all let me know, man.
You know what I'm saying? People got paid. You know what I'm saying? This is why Finesse 2 times. He better be careful, man. Because if he not bringing the money in, man, that could be problematic. You know what I'm saying? Because mob ties ain't really doing nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? So he had to spend money. Money is being spent to get this thing swept under the rug. You better know and understand that. And my thoughts is that, and this is my opinion, allegedly, they took care of the mom. She got something out the deal, but then now they want more. So it's like, well, listen, this is what you do, but don't say this, don't say this, don't say that. This is why in the interview, they didn't go into any detail about what really happened. And when old girl started going into the details, go look how the news cut the interview. They cut the interview. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they bogus on all fronts. Mike Prince sat there watched that man lose his life, didn't stop the goons whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Sydney got grazed. You know what I'm saying? The woman talked to her mama all the way to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? TakeOff got hit in the head. You know what I'm saying? He got hit in the head. It was over with. Wasn't no calling nobody. Wasn't no doing none. This woman called all the way to the hospital. That's the video. Go back to the video where you see the vehicle flying up out of there. That's Sydney on her way to the hospital. Okay? Simple as that. She got to the hospital. And if you notice in the interview, she kept saying, oh, the person that I was with, she didn't want to say he or she because she know people like me are going to be on her trail. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the people are bogus. You know what I'm saying? Now they trying to scam the people out of their money. You know what I'm saying? For some so-called doctor bills and all this other. Man, come on, man. It's all theater, man.
Hanging out, we had a few drinks.
At any point, do you remember being scared before all that happened? Or was it, in your opinion, a normal night?
Yeah, it was pretty normal in my opinion.
She said it was pretty normal at the party, at the bowling alley. She said everything was pretty normal. Everything was cool, whatever the case is. But notice, up to now, we still haven't heard who shot TakeOff. Up to now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't get scared. It wasn't any arguments or anything.
She said it wasn't any arguments or anything. Interesting. It wasn't any arguments or anything.
How I look at this right here is that the media see a chance that they can take and use to their advantage. You know what I mean? They see they can play on people's emotions, so they gonna do that. You know what I mean? They gonna make you disregard common sense to play on your emotions. Oh, she got shot, this, and that. Did she really get shot? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people saying she got grazed.
Are you serious? It wasn't any arguments or anything? Really? Let's hear what else she says.
Until the event was actually over.
So the argument started when the event was over.
And yeah, that's when I knew something was wrong after the fact. Because I thought these people that were arguing was just playing from, like I said, the energy that was in the room before. Everybody was around the table playing a game of dice. So
she's talking about they were playing a game of dice, and she thought that they were all playing. Now, this is coming from a direct woman, a so-called alleged witness, an alleged victim that allegedly was shot in the head, 24-year-old Sydney Leday, on the night TakeOff died. She said from her own mouth that they were playing a dice game, and it appears as though they were all buddies. So when she initially saw the argument, she thought it was all fun and games. Are y'all paying attention in class? Let's go.
I thought it was just like, you know, some friendly banter.
Friendly banter.
But that argument or that arguing was kind of your first sign that something...
Notice how they clipped the video right there. Notice that. Let's rewind it back. Watch how it's like a cut, copy, paste. Look at this.
Friendly banter.
But that argument...
Are y'all seeing what just happened there? That's not on me. They edited the video, y'all. They edited the video. And when they do these interviews, it's designed to make the woman look like a horrible victim, like a victim that was just troubled. Right when she was talking about the bowling alley situation with the dice game, they cut it. Look at how they cut it, y'all. Look at how they cut her from talking. Check it.
Just around the table playing a game of dice. So I thought it was just like, you know, some friendly banter.
But that argument...
You see how they just cut her? Notice how they just cut that. Why didn't they just continue playing the tape? Why? Why they edit the rest of it out? Why they don't want to show the public the rest? See, this is what I mean how you can't trust the media, y'all. You can't trust the media. We the people are the new media. And I want to figure out what kind of medical bills she got that is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. What kind of surgery you had? What kind of medical procedures did she have that made her have bills, and why she have no insurance? I'm trying to figure this out, man. She claimed that she felt a stinging sensation in back of her head. That's what she say. So based on her story, she's alleging she was shot in back of her head. I don't know that because I don't see any proof of that. I'm just going by the story. So let's get back to the readings. Let's find out what else we got going on here. Houston, we have an exclusive interview with the woman who was shot the night TakeOff was shot and killed. Sydney Leday is 24 years old and says, "It's a miracle she's alive. It's still very hard for her to sit down and talk about that night. It's taken her months to be ready to tell her story." Now think about the way they word this thing. It's taken her months to be ready to tell her story. So that means that the news media is saying that they already knew about her, but they never reported about her. They knew that a woman got shot in her head, but they never published the stories and made it aware to the public that, hey, this young lady was shot in her head. You know why? Because they didn't want to distract from the situation with TakeOff. Wow. Wow. They knew that if they were to release both stories at the same time, two people shot in the head, it would look a certain way. So now they trying to bring her out to run the story. This doesn't sound right to be doing this now. This should have been done from day one. On Wednesday, she sat down with us to talk about the shooting and her recovery that's far from over. So now, again, they're telling you that her recovery is far from over.
Sound like a lot of me. How did you get out the hospital, but your recovery is not over? You know what I'm saying? You got out the hospital and then you had bills that cost over $150,000. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make it make sense for me.
Which means she's still struggling and still suffering. So it goes on and it says, night of the shooting. The shooting happened on November 1st, but the party stated the night before Leday, she turned 24 2 days prior and was out with friends celebrating the personal milestone as well as Halloween. Quote, "Like any other 24-year-old, I was just out partying and celebrating," she said. At this point, what she's doing is she's wanting you to feel sorry for her again. We have to think logically and see what's going on here. At no point did she tell us who shot TakeOff. At no point did she tell us who shot her. At no point did she say she's seen anything. She ain't saying anything. Do you understand me? So she wasn't starstruck. She said she was dressed up as a nun. So we got to find the nun. We got to find her.
I was with my friends yesterday and I was dressed up as a nun. I was dressed up as a nun. A nun? Oh, Sydney, she said she was dressed up as a nun. As a nun? We didn't see nobody on that video dressed up with a nun. We didn't see nobody on that video dressed up as a nun run and fall from gunshots being shot her way. You know what I'm saying? Where's the video footage of this? We see TakeOff laying on the ground, bleeding out. Where's the footage of her running away? And the story just don't add up. Talking about she was running before everything happened so quickly, or whatever they said. But none of it ain't adding up, man. Let me know, man. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, bro. We ain't finna stop. We want Justice for TakeOff, man.
She was dressed up as a nun, enjoying her night. It goes on and it says, "I really never dress up for Halloween, and that was something I was excited about," she said. She said everyone was just hanging out and it was pretty normal until it wasn't. See, these things are very, very telling because she's not telling us who shot TakeOff. She's not telling us who shot her. The interviewer never asked her, "Did you see a weapon? Did you see the shooter? What did you see? Who shot you?" There's no word about that. The argument between the people playing dice escalated quickly and she started to run. This is not making sense because everybody was there standing still. Nobody was running when they were arguing. So how was she running? It's not making sense. She said, the argument between the people playing dice escalated quickly and she started to run. It's not making sense to me, y'all. That's when shots fired outside 810 Billiards and Bowling Alley. Leday said she fell to the ground and felt a stinging sensation in the back of her head. Now, does that sound like a gunshot wound in her head?
This starting to sound like she either knew what was finna happen, you know what I mean? Or she just ran when she thought she was in danger. So altogether traumatized by the situation and wants compensation. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like to me. These are my thoughts, comments, and opinions. You know what I mean? Make sure you leave yours.
Sounds to me like she was grazed by a bullet, allegedly. We got to really find out what really happened. That doesn't sound like somebody got shot in the head. In the head, she'll be leaking, she'll be bleeding, she'll be in a mess, and she wouldn't be walking around to go to no vehicle nor dialing her mom on the phone. I can guarantee you that. She said she somehow made it down an escalator and to a friend's car who took her to the hospital. You see that? Took her to the hospital. Fortunately, they were only 12 minutes away from Memorial Hermann Hospital. It's just not adding up, y'all. It really isn't adding up. Okay, it goes on and it says a week in the hospital. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting because she says she got shot in the head, but she only remained in the hospital for 1 week. How many people you know get shot in the head and stay in the hospital for 1 week? That's some fast recovery. And to be out of the hospital mean that you're okay to go home, which means you're not getting any extra medical treatment. So how did you gather hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of medical bills? I'm trying to figure this out. You know, because in the initial photo that we saw with her with the tubes, it looked like she got shot in her face or whatever the case is. But now I don't see anything wrong. So it's like, what's going on here? But anyway, it says she's a survivor. Leday was in a coma. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are y'all looking at what's going on here?
I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts, man. This gotta be the biggest lie we was told so fucking far. But why, you ask? Because she was in a coma, right? She was in a coma. But her mom said on the internet, you could go find this for yourself, that she woke up the next day. How are you in a coma and you woke up the next day? Let's keep going.
This is crazy, man. Leday was in a coma and intubated before she woke up. This is not making any sense, man. It says she was in a coma. Now I'm trying to figure out how. All right, look. She says she was in the hospital for a week. So that's about 7 days. But it says Leday was in a coma. A coma. Now, come on, people. Come on. What's going on? A coma? People, look at this. Look at this for what it is. A coma. But she says she was shot in the head at the bowling alley and that she walked and was helped down the escalator, got into the vehicle, called her mom, was in the hospital talking to her mom. But then she's in a coma. Leday was in a coma and intubated before she woke up. I don't know what's going on, man. She said she remembers when she first woke up in the hospital, her family was around her, and all she could think about was going home. I was in the hospital for about a week. I didn't really want to be there, she said. I'm confused, and I want to know who shot TakeOff. What's going on here? And why it's coming out now. I'm trying to find out what really went down at that bowling alley and why this is coming out now. And why she's not talking about any justice and who did the crime and who shot who. That's all I want to know. Who did it? You know why I don't think she's gonna go after the Prince family? I think she's protecting them. Because she ain't say nothing in a whole month, y'all. Y'all gotta put it together. She didn't say nothing in a month, and they now bringing out this story, and they still haven't gotten justice for TakeOff. Where's the justice for TakeOff? Y'all bringing out this story with this young lady. Okay, I understand she may have been through some things, but she's alive. She still got air to breathe. She's still living. TakeOff is dead, bro. TakeOff is dead. Where's his justice?
I couldn't agree more with what he's saying. You know what I mean? TakeOff dead. He underground. You know what I'm saying? And this woman want to come out and talk about her predicament, which she's still living. And then she said that she got $150,000 worth of hospital bills and they let her out the hospital. Where's the justice for TakeOff, dog? For real.
He's gone. Let's get TakeOff justice. She haven't even spoken about who did it. That's all I'm saying. Where is the justice? And why she's not concerned about, I want the man who shot me in prison. Notice that. She's not even thinking about that. She's thinking about money. Are y'all not seeing this? She's not even thinking about justice in terms of who shot who. She's focusing on being traumatized and having panics and money. They want money, people. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are struggling with panics or whatever you got going, no amount of money is going to take that away.
He said no amount of money is going to take that away. You know, and I wanted to pinpoint that because these doctors, or let me rephrase that, these pharmacists, they the #1 drug dealers. You know what I'm saying? They selling legal drugs. They selling drugs to your family, to my family, so they can get by. No. They don't want to give us the cure. They don't want to give us the cure, but they'd rather give you a treatment plan, or you know, some pills to take every day or whatever. So now you got to come back to them. You got to rely on them. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi. R.I.P. TakeOff. Long live TakeOff. Long live Dr. Sebi, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't too many people that's going to be teaching us how to take care of our bodies and stuff. You know what I mean? And really be in tune with life, how we supposed to be. They want us to be distracted all day about what's going on in the industry, what's going on the internet. Share this with somebody. You know what I mean? One love, man. One love for sure. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man. My Cash App gonna be in the bio, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep coming at y'all with these videos, so make sure y'all stay tuned in.
It's not. No amount of money is going to take that away, y'all.
Why didn't the interviewer ask Sydney Leday what happened that night with TakeOff? Or maybe they did. They maybe just cut and clipped it out. Why wasn't she allowed to talk about who shot TakeOff? Who shot you? Certain questions we gotta ask ourselves. You know what I mean? Y'all seen it here though. Y'all stay blessed, man. One love. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all stay tuned in. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be a hater. Be a motivator. You know what I mean? But we gone.